Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be smoking this Angus USDA Choice Premium Brisket. Alright, so I was strolling down Walmart and this little baby caught my eye. Man, I've never seen something like this, maybe because they hardly ever have it, but I was able to find this Angus Premium Brisket. It is a choice brisket, it's not a prime, but when you first look at it, it is very soft, it is very pliable, which means there's not a lot of that hard fat in there. There's a lot of marbling going on. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there is a lot of marbling going on. So there was a lot of things that really attracted me to this brisket. The other thing that attracted me to this brisket was the fact that if you look at it, the thickness is almost uniform from the round part, which is your moist part, to the flat, which is your lean part. That's gonna help out a lot when I'm smoking this baby up. That way, this guy gets up to the temperature more or less around the same this guy does. Because usually, when you have a very flat part, it'll get to the right temperature way before this guy, and then you'll start drying out this part of it. All right. So those were the main factors that really attracted me to this brisket. All right. So I'm gonna take you through the steps. First things first, you gotta open this up so that we can season it. I'm gonna go ahead and season this brisket. I do have a link on the description below if you guys are interested in how to make your own rubs at home. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning it. I'm gonna start with the fat cap first. That way I can turn it around and not worry about any of the other falling off. Once you season your brisket, the next best thing here, if you have the time, which I do today, but normally sometimes I don't, the next best thing here is to go ahead and cover this up and put it in your refrigerator and let it sit overnight. Okay, so it's been 24 hours. My Angus beef premium brisket has been marinating, or I guess you would call it seasoning, overnight in the refrigerator. Let's open this baby up to see what we have after about 26 hours worth of marinating. The next step here is to go ahead and put in your smoker and start smoking it. You always want to know where your heat source is, especially if you're going to be doing an offset smoke, meaning that the smoke is going to come from either the left or the right side of your barbecue pit, and it's going to feed in. That's typically where the most hotter part of your barbecue pit is going to be. So you always want to put the round part to that side, not the flat. The round part is where it's kind of like a ball. Okay, fat side up or fat side down. I've come to the conclusion that I sleep fat side up. So there's your answer. No, I'm just joking, guys. Fat side up or fat side down basically means, should you put the fat cap on the bottom or should you put it on top? There's different theories out there. If you put it on the bottom, it'll protect your meat from the heat. If you put it on top, it'll start to render down, or it'll start to melt down into your brisket. I've tried it both ways. I honestly really don't see a major difference, other than maybe I would lean towards fat side down. It does protect your meat a little bit more from getting that direct heat. So it really doesn't matter, but if I'm really thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and put it fat side down. Let's go ahead and pop this baby into the smoker and let me tell you or show you my setup. So this baby is into the smoker, and this is the way I set up to smoke. First things first, you gotta make sure you have, on this Masterbuilt electric smokers, you gotta make sure you have this little drip pan on the bottom with the hole facing to the back. Make sure it's not clogged, because if it gets clogged, you're gonna have some issues. Okay. The next thing is your water pan. In this water pan, I added a mixture of about 50 to 50 water and apple cider vinegar. This will keep your inside of the smoker moist. Inside, you know, has a lot of humidity in there. That'll help with the brisket not drying out. Right, so I have my brisket. Again, my heat source is this way, coming up, fat side down with the round part. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. I am using my cold smoker attachment today. If you guys don't know what that is, check out my other videos. I have video tutorials on what they are and how they can benefit. A lot of the products that you see here, you're gonna be able to get them through Amazon. I purchased them through Amazon, and I do provide links on the bottom for you guys to go ahead and go in there if you would like to purchase them. I am setting up my cold smoker attachment for this one. The other step is here, I would set your temperature. I have it set at 225, and for right now I have it set at 24 hours. I'm going to be checking on it anyways, but that's my setup here. I'm going to go ahead and close this. And the last thing is, I know you can't see it too much because it's dark, but you want to make sure you put your drip pan back here for the droppings or the drippings that are going to come out through there. Alright, one of the other steps that I forgot to put in here, and I'm going to do it right now, is you always want to have a internal temperature meat probe. So we're going to try to get this not too much on the round part. Let's go ahead and try to get it somewhere in the middle or a little bit closer to the flat, which is your lean part. Alright, so we're about 8.5, close to 9 hours into the cook. We're at 156 in my internal temp. Just want to open it up to show you guys where you should be at more or less at this time. The color's getting even better and better. Alright, so at this point, if you want, you can wrap it in foil or butcher paper. If you do wrap it, it's going to speed up the process if you're in a crunch. Also, if you wrap it, what that'll do is that'll soften up your bark a little bit. But you just want to continue smoking this until you hit that internal temp that we talked about earlier, about 195 to 200. But also, if you want to get a tougher bark on it, you can also start spritzing this with apple cider vinegar every 30 minutes to an hour, just so you can get that nice little stiff bark on it. But just continue smoking until it's time to pull it out. So after 17 hours of a low and slow cook, my brisket has finally hit my temp. I was able to hit 200, 201. So let's open this baby up to see what it looks like. Low and slow. Oh, it smells good. Alright, let me pull it out so I can show you how to wrap it, and then we're gonna let it rest. So at this time, your brisket is now ready to be wrapped, and you have to let it rest for at least an hour or two. Usually you want to do at least 2 hours, but if you're in a hurry, give it at least an hour. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. What I did here is I got two pieces of heavy duty aluminum foil. I overlaid them so that when I get the brisket in here, just kind of roll it up on there. Bring this over like so. Bring this over like so. And you want to try to use gloves or something because this thing will be hot. It's at 200 degrees minimum. Probably the surface is a little bit hotter. Alright, so next step here is to get a cooler. And we're going to throw this baby in here, like I said, at least an hour, but if you can too, you can even leave it up to longer if you would need to, as long as it's well insulated. What I did here is I just put it in the cooler and I'm just going to close it. But if you need to insulate it a little bit longer, what you want to do here is get a paper, not a paper towel, but an actual towel, and wrap that in there. Just a little bit of a warning here. I've done it before, and that towel will smell like brisket for a while before that smell comes out. Okay, so 2 hours here, but I'm going to give you one more tip, one more little pro tip. While you're waiting for your 2 hours of brisket to rest, we can do one other thing with your smoker. Any type of sausage will work, any type of already cooked sausage. I'm using beef brats today, but I've done this with those link style sausages. I've done this with the sausages that come in this format. You want to leave them here at 220 for about 2 hours. Oh, the smell! It smells really good. So we're gonna start slicing this puppy up. I do have videos that show you how to. I mean, look at that. Oh, it glistens. I do have videos that show you how to slice a brisket. I will put it up for you guys in case you're interested in that. But just gonna look for the grain here. So it's coming this way, so we're gonna cut this way. Here goes nothing. I mean, it has a very nice bark to it. I mean, it's I can't even pick it up. It's falling apart. Shoe fly. Look at that. I just tried to pick it up and it fell apart on me. Oh. Yes. Wow. I mean, you can definitely taste all the seasonings. They're pretty much the same. The taste of the meat is the same if you're using the same seasoning. Cooking it low and slow, if you do it the right way, you shouldn't have an issue. What's going to determine how much more softer your brisket's going to come out is if, look at that, the quality of the meat. And this one did go up. Like I said, it was a little bit more expensive than a prime, but I had to give it a try. I can't even finish cutting it because it's already, I can't even pick it up, it's already falling apart on itself. Wow. I mean, this is a very decent size cut right here. I mean, it's just falling apart. Oh, probably the best brisket texture wise that I have done in a while. Wow. So I'm going to continue cutting this baby up. This has been the Smoking Beard. Oh yeah, don't forget, if you have your sausage in the if you did what I did and got your sausage in the smoker, don't forget to pull that out on your way back. But I mean, look at that. Nice thick piece of meat. Look, it's flying. Oh, wow. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and enjoy this tutorial.